Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's Saturday, May 19th, and like I do every day, I've been looking at the beehives here in the hopes of at least attracting a single bee, not necessarily a swarm, just to see if I can get these discovered. Got some sugar water out here, no interest whatsoever. I guess maybe only when there's a dearth and not too many bees around in the yard, one or two at a time. They finally discovered the bee mint. So, that's about it as far as honeybees go, but I know that I'm in a range of a hive somewhere, and I was hoping to get them to notice these beehives. So I check on them every day, and once, about 3 weeks ago, I went to look in, move some frames around, and they were just loaded with carpenter ants, so I had to put the tanglefoot, put some tape around the ends here on these posts, and cut down. I still go in every day and make sure that there aren't any, and if there are a couple of carpenter ants, I squish them, but it's cut down on the carpenter ants. I also moved the nuke box down here because I have no way of preventing the ants from getting in there when it's up on the trellis for the kiwi, because they would just go up the vine. So yeah, this one here was loaded, probably had like I don't know, 100 carpenter ants in it. I squished them all, got them out, cleaned it up. But I had an idea of, today I went to look at this hive again, and I've got a Vivaldi cover on. I took the cover off, and I noticed there was a honeybee on the side here, pretty much where some of this propolis is right here. And it's kind of cool today, so it wasn't doing much. So I don't know if it's just at the end of its life, or it's because it's so cool, or if it was resting. And I had the idea, I was like, well, let me capture a honeybee. So all I do is I take one of these jars, put it over the flower on the cat mint, and the bee is going to go toward the sun, and didn't really need to use a cover to keep it in. And I put this on the Vivaldi board opening for feeding, and went to put a flower pot over it because it still was flying toward the top of the jar. When I came back, it was into the hive. So it was on the frame, and it was investigating the frame. So I have got that one bee that was sort of not active, and then that active honeybee I took off of flower. And I said that might be a good idea to just at least get this hive on the radar if I can get occasional honeybees and put them in there. And when I went to check, it was looking pretty interested in the comb. I've got some comb in there with honey and then also with nectar. But I went looking for some other honeybees, and there aren't any. It's just, yesterday was in the 50s. Last night was in the 50s. It's about 60 right now, so it's pretty cool. And it's been cool so far. A couple of hot days, but pretty cool so far. So for this spring, going into June here soon. So I've been looking for other honeybees. I don't see any, but I think I'm going to try that more often if I can find some more honeybees. Is to get them into the hive, to play a little bit more active role instead of seeing if I can just get them to notice it. Up to this point, that swarm commander hasn't done anything. I think you can overdo the swarm commander, so I might have done that. I don't know how long that lingers or how long you need to refresh that. But let's go take a look in the hive here and see what that lone bee is doing. I put a brick over the opening, so I don't know if it's found its way out yet. So here's the brick I put on. And then I turned the Vivaldi board over. I had cut an opening in it. So there are two openings. I was trying to limit how carpenter ants could get in here. But I wonder if he's found its way out already, or she. No, I'm not seeing anything. Let me put the camera down for a minute. Maybe they've already found their way out. No, they both found their way out. I thought maybe that one bee would still be in here because it looked like it was not doing too good. It was pretty lethargic. Well, let's just wait and see. I'll see if I can catch a couple of more bees on a daily basis and see if I can get this hive noticed. Hi everyone, so today's Sunday and I just saw some bees. Looking out the window, I saw some bees on the catmint, and so I came out to catch one, open up the box, make sure there aren't any carpenter ants, and just randomly picking up the frames without any thought to maybe damaging any bees, and I noticed there is a bee in here. So I don't think this is the bees that I had, one of the two bees that I had brought in. It looks like it's pretty active. It's going in the cell on the comb here. Looks like it's feeding. And if I can catch some other bees, I'm going to do the same thing. But there's the bee right there on the frame. Really humid today. It's going to be a one-day event. I cannot see the LCD display here. Am I getting the bee there? You can see it. It looks like it's feeding on the nectar that's on that frame. I made sure that that nectar frame is right near the opening. So maybe there'll be more bees. I just want to keep this. I thought maybe if I kept this hive on the radar, I could just start having the bees come here and they know it's here, and then maybe if there's a swarm that this will be on the list. Well, it's a good thing I didn't accidentally squish that one. So here's a honeybee right here. Put the jar over it. Looks like it's up at the top here. Let's bring that jar over real quick. Put it here. See if he goes inside. Let me cover it. Oh, is it going to the down below? I just cover it. Look, there's a bee investigating, and in it goes. All right. Well, that's something. At least I have a way to, I can gradually feed the honey to these bees and keep this box on the radar, this hive. Let's see if it's in the jar still. Nope. Let's catch another one. So here's another one. There it is. Let's bring it over real quick. And there's another one. Oh, just saw a bee. Oh, now there's two. Let me cover this up so they know how to get out. So I'm actually encouraging robbing of this hive. There's a bee checking it out. There it goes. Looks like it's being inspected. This is New England Gardening. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll catch a swarm.